It's another beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Rubbin Minds. Welcome. My name is Ebuka Obuchi, and great to have you here on a week, our very first week, full week at least, with the new price of fuel. How have you been adjusting? I know it's been very tough for a lot of people to understand this new fuel price. It came to a lot of people as a surprise. Some people expected it. Most people who expected it didn't expect it to be as high as it was, or it got to be. And we're still trying to get used to it. The NLC called the strike, which didn't particularly happen because so many factions apparently do exist in the NLC. Most people didn't know that. One faction did agree with the government. Another decided to go on a strike, which wasn't completely effective. Other trade unions are backing the subsidy removal or the price increase, or whatever it is you want to call it at this stage. Nigerians are trying to get used to the new reality with fuel, with tomato, with so many things that have become an issue with regards to commodity pricing and all of that. We're going to be talking about all of that and the week that was, as we always do. And I have you with me, Odekunle, Ayokunle. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Starting with the fuel price situation. That's what I'll call it, since most people don't know what exactly it was. What's your take on it so far? How have you been coping with the new price?
It's been difficult, very, very difficult. The price of it was high before, you know. Now that it's 145 naira, I think is higher. And as a common man, you know, it's been very tough. It's been very, very tough. And the vibes I've been getting from other people, it's the same as mine. Yeah. It's been very tough. And I don't know if it's a matter of coincidence. When I'm driving from work these days, there are few cars. There are fewer cars on the road, less
traffic.
Maybe that's one of the very few good points, but it's been very tough. Very, very tough.
The government has tried to state their case. We did see a video online from the Minister of State for Petroleum trying to explain what had happened, letting us understand that government had no other choice. Foreign exchange is also playing a part in all of this. The fact that the naira isn't doing too well, government's purse is completely dry and they can't continue funding what has become a burden to them. Is that not enough of an excuse? Most Nigerians are not sure if that was a good point, but is that not a valid reason for government to do what they did?
Well, first of all, we should have done this in 2012. You know, I was a very big supporter of the decision by the former president who removed subsidy then, but people, for different reasons, opposed it. So I feel now is the proper time to do away with fuel subsidy. I believe the reasons given by government are quite plausible, you know. And people have been raising issues about the timing, but there's never a right time for anything. You just have to do it, you know. So, the concerns I have are palliatives. The economy is very terrible, you know. Before the price hike for people were still struggling to make ends meet.
Yeah.
You know, and then the price of fuel is high. People still earn what they used to earn. It's very difficult. But looking at it from a policy standpoint, I believe the government got it right. Although the vice president said they are not deregulating, but hiking the price. So we were not sure if it is a full subsidy, you know. And I don't know the kind of subsidy removal where government fixes the price. But if government were to go all out to remove subsidy, it's the proper thing to do at this time.
Yeah. They did explain that there was a need to peg, put a mark, at least a marker for where the price should be. It's not necessarily telling people what to sell for. Don't you think that was a good thing, seeing as they didn't want to open up the market and lose control and make Nigerians even suffer more?
Well, I still don't know how applicable that is going to be, because all the time there was full subsidy. I'll get fuel for 87 naira in Lagos. I'll go to Ibadan there. I'll buy for 120, 140, 160, 220. I'll go to Ekiti, same. I'll go far east. I still don't believe that pegging the price is going to bring down the prices in those far sides.
So you think they still sell over 145?
I'll be in Ibadan next week. I can assure you some errands people are selling above 145. Because before the price was pegged, people were already selling at a certain price, you know. I don't expect them to, because they will tell you that it costs a lot bringing for from Lagos, you know, that they have to factor a lot of stuff into it. So maybe pegging the price is a good idea, but how applicable it is going to be is something that remains to be seen.
Are you in support of the NLC now saying the minimum wage should be increased? That might help the situation?
Yes, yes.
With our inflation figures going up?
In fact, I believe people cannot expect, government should not expect people to cope with the present way things are. I know people who got salary increments the past month, but who are still going to find it very difficult coping with the way things are. So if minimum wage is still 18.5, or how much is it? 18.5, yes, and then someone earns 40,000 naira. When someone earned 40,000 naira when fuel was 87 naira, it means that the salary will not get anywhere else. So I stand with NLC on that, you know, that minimum wage will at least be increased.
To something considerable.
Yes.
Let's talk about the economy now. And we did see the GDP figures come out for the first time in 25 years going into negative figures. We had a decline pretty much in our economy. It's been since 1995, I hear, was the last time we didn't have a growth. Yeah. We didn't have a growth in our economy. I don't know. Are we going to blame the fall in oil prices as well? Are we going to go with the government saying that things from the last administration is what has spiraled into where we are now? Or are we going to blame this government for running us down?
This government is going to be 1 year next week Sunday to be very precise. Blame gaming, which is their modus operandi, I believe most people are very tired of that. There's no way you blame the current state of the economy on what someone did or did not do a year ago. You know, the only person to be held responsible for the current state of things is the president. You know, and the economy is the way it is not because of falling oil prices. It's because of bad economic policies. People have been telling the president, "Oh, don't do this, devalue." He refuses to listen. So that is why we are where we are. The former administration, for all its shortcomings, had some very excellent economists. Odekunle was there, Aganga was there. They managed things, and that was when our GDP was high, and we were called the best economy or largest in Africa. And some people, APC members, said, "Oh, economics on paper, that is not realistic." You know, so then even on paper things were good, but now on paper and in reality things are very bad. So the only person to take the fall for it is the president.